little bit more. Just move back. Just move back so they can come out to address you.
So we just want to thank all of you. It's cold, it's raining, it's been a long week. You all have been out here tirelessly, and it made a tremendous difference. So we want to thank you to Rise Up Atlanta, who's been here since Monday. We want to thank you to the pastors who've been supporting us. We want to thank you to all the citizens who came out, to the veterans for justice. There've been a lot of veterans out here this week. Again, it's been cold, it's been raining, but justice was served. We also want to thank, obviously, the District Attorney, Robert James, for his courage. He was very diligent and meticulous. He was patient. And he proved every single count. We got a 6-count indictment. Also will be momentarily, if not already, arrested. He'll go into custody for the murder of Anthony Hill. 2 counts of felony murder, a count of aggravated assault. This is a day in history. This is a moment in history. And all of you played a part in it, and we thank you on behalf of the family. Unfortunately, Anthony isn't here, but we thank you on his behalf. And hopefully this will set a precedent for discouraging paramilitary policing, to be more careful, to be more, we also got to reevaluate how we treat our veterans, and hopefully we'll take more care in how we treat our veterans, and also we'll take more care in what the precedent is in following the policies and procedures and how we deal with people who are experiencing a mental episode, and the escalation of force. So again, we want to thank all of you, Rise Up Atlanta, all of you who've been out here all week. Thank you so much. Thank you to the public for your support, and thank you to the District Attorney here, Investigator Scott, the ADA.
Could we hear just one word from the family?
Sure.
I want to thank everyone. I love everyone. And I'm just glad that the jury saw what we already saw, the evidence, the truth. I'm really speechless.
How surprised were you when you heard that?
So we need your continued support, because this is the first step. We still have to get a conviction.
Chris, what's next?
Next is we are going to support our veterans. We're going to support other victims of police shootings, and we're going to pursue a conviction here. Obviously, there's also a civil lawsuit against DeKalb County, and so right now it's just we're going to pray and thank God for justice.
What message does today send? What message does this send to the country?
That the message is that you have to be accountable for your own actions. When you decide to do something, if it's not right, there are consequences, and you have to be held accountable.
When the DA made the announcement today, your first reaction?
I thank God. I thank God that they saw the truth, the evidence. When it's right, it's right.
What went through your mind when you heard the decision?
I thank God. Yeah. That's what went through my mind.
What did you say to him?
You know, life is precious. I think that's the message here, that life is precious. And so we have to hold everyone to a higher standard in terms of taking of life. And we got to reevaluate gun in America, reevaluate violence in America, not only for law enforcement, but for civilians as well. Life is precious. We have to be patient and give the benefit of the doubt to someone when encountering before just shooting. I think the difference between this grand jury and the prior grand jury was the civil grand jury, the DA was not allowed to advocate. And in this instance, he was able to actually advocate. He was able to lawyer. And there was a lot of evidence that needed to be explained, and I think it was explained clearly today. And the DA, Robert James, did a great job.
Did the officer testify?
We're not aware of.
And what do you say to the people who, for the better part of a week, have been out here in tents, outside, in the rain, in the snow, in the cold? What do you say to them?
I mean, I say thank you. I say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
And
we love you.
And that we need you to come back.
We love you.
We need you to come back, because there's going to be a criminal trial, and we need a conviction. This has a potential to set a national precedent.
A little bit more about that. Why do you say that? Yeah, why?
Well, this can be a first. It sets a national precedent. It sends a message not only with the indictment, but with a conviction. An officer being convicted of murdering Anthony Hill sets a precedent, not only for veterans, but for African Americans. Officer Olson is white. Anthony Hill was black. There certainly has been a pattern as of recent of these type of killings, and this I think will set history.
Did the DA share anything with you as to what made the difference this time around? This is the second look at this thing.
The DA did not speak to that, and he couldn't speak to the intimate facts of what happened in the grand jury room. But I think, again, per law, in the civil grand jury, the DA had to remain objective. He could not advocate. He could only just put out evidence. And there were a lot of questions that the grand jury had in the civil grand jury. In this grand jury, in the criminal grand jury, he was able to advocate. He was able to lawyer, and obviously he did a great job. 6-count indictment, and the officer's in jail.
Does the family want to say anything else about this day being some sense of relief, some sense of gratitude? How do you describe it?
We'd just like to say thank you. And we're thankful, very thankful.
And please continue to pray for us and pray for a conviction. We have to send a strong message here that life is precious and it cannot be taken through excessive and unnecessary force.
Mental illness is not a crime.
And we thank you for your continued support going forward, because it makes a difference.
Is an indictment enough here? Is an indictment enough to set the precedent that Attorney Chestnut was talking about?
I can only speak for myself, but I wouldn't say it's enough, but it's like you said, it's a start. It's
First
a process. First step.
So what about going forward? This is the indictment, the trial's next. Obviously there's still a longer road ahead.
Yes.
That's why we ask for your prayers.
Continue
Just
support.
continue support.
Support those with mental illness, and support our troops, support our veterans. Support our veterans.
Give us some
Patience and
names,
love.
forgive me, I don't think everybody knows who everybody is. What's your name, sweetie?
My name is Carolyn Baylor Jumo.
Louder, please.
Carolyn Baylor Jumo.
And you're the mother.
Mother of
I'm the
Anthony.
mother.
Thank you. And what was your name, sweetheart?
Bridget Anderson,
And you're the fiancée.
girlfriend.
Forgive me, girlfriend. How do you spell?
BRIGGETANDERSON.
What was your name, sir?
Carolyn, will you spell your name?
CarolynGiummo. And this is my daughter, Tamara Jumo.
And what was your name?
Spell your name.
Speak up.
CAMARAGIUMMO.
And sir?
I'm Anthony Hill's uncle, Pierre Baylor, PIERRE,
And your name, sir?
Christopher Chestnut, CHRISTOPHERCHESTNUT. I'm the attorney for the Hill family.
And I'm William Baylor. I'm Anthony's uncle.
As the
And so
process
please-
went on, were y'all having doubts that this day would come, that there would be an indictment? I mean, were there moments where you feared that this would be, like the other cases?
I mean, certainly there's a national trend, and it hasn't been that trend has not been very encouraging. But again, tonight sets a precedent, and we applaud again the leadership, the courage of District Attorney Robert James. We're confident, we believe in him. We think the facts and his lawyering support a conviction of murder, and so we're prayerful for that it will be fast and deliberate.
To all the people who spent nights in the tents here, family want to say what?
Once again, thank you.
Thank you. We love you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And go get some food and warm.
Thank you.